We're back.
We're back again and
Yep.
again and again and again.
And again, times 5. 5th week. 6th week, college football, one of them.
One of those.
Yeah. So, exciting week last week. We had Colorado and Baylor. Colorado with the Hail Mary at the end of the game. The force it overtime, win the
What'd
game.
John say?
Staying alive. The hype, we might be back.
The hype is coming back. The hype train is nearing the station.
Yeah.
If they can beat UCF, I will say that Colorado hype is officially back, and I am 100% a Colorado fan again. I'm just holding out, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just holding out.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, that was a crazy game. Travis Hunter looking like the best player in
Top
college
10
football.
pick in the draft this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That last, I mean, how do you get a stop on the 1 yard line to end the game?
Oh, man.
That's storybook. I mean, you can't write that, folks.
Nah.
You can't write that.
Yeah, folks, you cannot do it. Oklahoma State almost coming back against Utah. Utah getting it done without Cam Rising. And then Clemson stomping NC State. I was at that game.
That was crazy, man.
So
I didn't think that the gap between those two teams was as large as it was.
I didn't either. I was scared we might lose that game, but I've been proven wrong by Cade Klepnick. He's playing good the past couple games, 11 touchdowns.
So is Georgia just that good, or is NC State just that sorry? I want to say NC State's that sorry. Not trying.
You said Georgia or Clemson?
No, I mean because y'all got stumped by Georgia.
Oh, by Georgia.
Yeah.
No. I think our offense just wasn't. Cade played scared that game, so it's kind of hard to tell. I think if Cade plays how he did in the past 2 games, which, I mean, it's a weird thing to compare. Maybe we'll see them again in the playoff, but I think Georgia is just the number 1 or 2 team in the country.
Yeah. And
Cade had a bad game, so our defense did what they could for the first half, and then it just went downhill from there.
Yeah.
Just when you talk, just talk a little bit louder because your mic's quieter for some reason, or hold it closer. But anyways, we're gonna run through the top 25 now. At 25, we got Boise State looking like the group of 5 leaders right now with the news of UNLV losing their quarterback, and as you said, they just lost their running back too.
They just lost a running back that pulled out too due to NIL contributions not being, or commitments not being met by the team.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I feel like we're gonna start seeing a lot more of that, but. Yeah, I mean, I wish Boise State beat Oregon so bad.
Yeah, man.
We
so close to calling it, bro.
Close.
Ashton Genty.
He's nice.
He is very nice.
He's still in the Heisman running as well, too.
He is, man. He is. 0 touchdowns last game. Over 100 yards, so I think 129 yards. So he's staying up there, you know.
That's all right.
Yeah. He's doing his thing. 24. We got Texas A&M. They're steady recovering from that Notre Dame game. Tough game against Bowling Green this past week, so maybe something to look out for.
Yeah, on their side, it's still early in the season. I mean, right now you're ranked. You know, everybody right now wants to run the tables and win out, but I mean, we're talking hypotheticals with a team like that, but, you know, everybody's still got a shot right now.
Yeah, true.
If you're ranked, you have a shot.
Yeah, exactly. So, big game against Arkansas. We'll talk about that a little bit later. At 23, we have the team that was stomped by the Mormons. We have Kansas State.
I wanted to call that upset so bad. I don't know why I didn't call it last week.
Yeah, BYU's look good this year. They look really good.
It's just if you see BYU on a schedule versus a ranked team, you're like...
Yeah.
You're just like, oh.
Exactly that.
Like, oh.
Yeah, so...
Oh, wait.
What's up?
Look at 23 and 22.
Yeah, but we were talking about K-State. BYU is 22.
Oh, shit.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, we'll just keep rolling. Yeah. Well, BYU, as we were just talking about, is 22. Jumped to K-State. They're a spot ahead of them right now. Did you see that punt return?
Yeah, that was tough.
Dude, and he puked on the sidelines after.
I didn't see him.
Bro, yeah, he threw up on the sidelines. He was telling coaches, get away from him, and he just, threw up everywhere.
Really? That was a long-ass punt return.
It was, dude.
It took a long time for him to get to the end zone.
Yeah, for sure. So, BYU looks good right now. I'm excited to see what they do the rest of the season. Are they the Big 12 or Mountain West? Or
I have no idea.
Utah,
Church
Mormon League? Yeah, so they're out there
whatever.
somewhere. 21, welcome to the SEC, Oklahoma. Man, I mean, Tennessee just stomped them boys. It
was a weird game because Oklahoma's defense actually isn't bad.
It's not, but
and it was a very NFL college game. I watched the whole second half of that, but Oklahoma did just bench their QB.
Yeah, some frustration maybe.
Yeah,
from the coach there.
Yeah, so and I think that if they're benching their QB and they're still in the running of things, that means that the guy behind him, he's got to have a lot of promise, if not be better. So I'm excited to see what they do these next few weeks with a new quarterback.
For sure. Oklahoma State at 20 with a tough loss to Utah. I'm happy they're still ranked. They didn't look bad in that game.
Yeah.
At 19, we have Illinois, knocked Nebraska off their high horse, kind of took their spot in the hype rankings.
That really sucks because
I don't want to go for Illinois. I wanted to go for Nebraska.
And Nebraska was really close to winning that game.
So, and I didn't even want to go for Nebraska. I wanted to go for Colorado. So we're just losing. Now Illinois is going to lose. So Illinois is in at 19. At 18, we have Iowa State. I don't have much to say about them right now, but they are steady rising in the rankings.
Congratulations, Iowa State.
Congrats. At 17, we have my Clemson Tigers. Like I said, I was at that game. Funny story. I got inside at it was 14-0, and as soon as I got to my seat, before I even took a seat, we forced a fumble in their side of the field. And as soon as I took my seat, we ended up scoring, essentially. So then it was 21-0, and I was like, well, this game's over. Like, but I still made a fun weekend out of it. Extremely hot. Dude, it was so hot. I got sunburnt this weekend. Just being up as high as we were, and then the sun beating down on us. Like, we left in the third quarter. I think Clemson looks strong right now. Potentially, I think we beat Louisville. We can talk about that later as the game comes closer. November 5th, I think.
17 sounds like such a low ranking for a Clemson team. Like,
we're working our way back up.
It still sounds disrespectful. It's like 17.
We started at 14, and then the Georgia game. You know what happened there, and I think it's fair. We play Louisville. I think we'll jump. And Louisville plays Notre Dame, I believe, this weekend. I think it's this weekend. We're recording right now without Wi-Fi or service, so we can't look anything up.
So we have no references to anything.
But I think Louisville does play Notre Dame this upcoming weekend.
Well, they play this season, yes.
Yeah. But so then Clemson will potentially jump one of those teams. 16 Notre Dame, as we were just talking about, still licking their wounds from Northern Illinois, who just lost. They're gonna have to win out this year to at least be considered for the playoff.
Yeah.
And then they have a couple of tough games on their schedule still. Obviously Louisville, and then I think they still play USC later in the season. So 15 we have Louisville, just won against Georgia Tech. Them and Clemson will probably end up battling for a potential playoff spot on November 2nd. I think November 2nd and November 5th. It's one of those dates.
That's a big potential.
Well, I mean, second best team in the ACC is going to be one of them. So one of them will most likely have that spot. I know Clemson's schedule at least is fairly easy comparatively for the rest of the season. So that we'll talk about that later on. 14, we have LSU. Solid second half against UCLA. He's a USC fan. He still hates LSU. Nussmeier with 352 yards, 3 touchdowns.
I think he's overrated.
I don't think he's that good, but he's 352, 3 touchdowns. Give him his flowers a little bit here.
I don't care, bro.
He's still. I would be upset about that game still too. But
I think LSU is gonna crash and burn horribly this year.
From karma.
Definitely. They're gonna crash and burn. They're not a good team.
Yeah.
LSU is not good at all. I'm telling you this right now. They're good, but they're not LSU good. They're just like
right. Not 2019.
They're like, let me see who good they are. They're like Texas A&M good.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
They're like fringe top 25 every year.
Yeah.
And then bounce out after week 8 and then lose your last 4 or 5 good. Like, that's LSU this year.
Should have kept old Ed. Should have kept Ed Ogeron.
Oh man, yeah. If they had Coach O there,
Coach O.
He just got blessed with an amazing roster.
He's like, fuck it, yeah, I will take that money. Actually, 13, we have USC. Disappointing loss against Michigan. They didn't look good that game.
Close game, man.
Looked like the old USC though. against a weaker Michigan team compared to the last couple of years. Michigan, on the other hand, at 12, their running back Caleb Mullings is looking good right now, looking like the power core to that offense. 159 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, their run game is going to be their bread and butter this season. So it will be interesting to see going forward. Number 11, Missouri, not convincing against Vanderbilt. They dropped, I think, 4 spots from that game, deservedly so.
It's just another SEC ball game.
It is what it is. You know, they're still in the race for the top 12 spot.
I also don't believe in Missouri either, though. Like,
I don't either. Yeah.
Missouri?
Yeah.
Like, last time Missouri was good, who was their quarterback? Matty Mock? You remember that name?
Yeah, way back, dude.
That's like 2014.
Yeah, way back. Yeah.
Didn't Drew Lock go there? I'm sorry, but didn't Drew Lock go there? I think Drew Lock went to Missouri, bro.
I couldn't tell you.
When they see me out in traffic, all right, let me stop.
Yeah. I do remember that clip, though. But 10, we got Utah, Big 12 frontrunners, even without Cam Rising.
I just love Utah, man. They just play good old-fashioned
We're just learning
football.
that even without Cam Rising, they still have a very good all-around team.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, even last year when they were still, like, hanging around after he went out, I was like, yo.
Yeah.
These guys are some ballers, man. What the hell is going on in Utah, bro?
No, I don't know. We
need to go to Utah.
We could ask Nick Butts. He's over there now. Deep voice Nick Butts.
Yes.
Yeah, no, they look like Big 12 frontrunners, especially after beating Oklahoma State this weekend.
Yeah. They're nice.
Very impressive. Number 9, we got Penn State. I don't believe in Penn State. They beat Kent State in a pretty easy game. They had a close game with Bowling Green where
Drew all last.
Potentially should have lost that game.
Stop. I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
But Nick did say that Drew Aller is candidate of the year for sneaky ass.
Sneaky ass.
I had never heard anyone say that before that. He was like, if there's anyone this year that could win it, Drew Aller could win the award for sneaky ass. When he said that, I was like, bro, did he just call that? I thought he was about to be like sneaky nice.
No, sneaky ass.
Sneaky ass.
Sneaky ass is low-key crazy.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's low-key worse than being called ass.
Is that a pause, too? Sneaky ass? That has to be a pause in, like, some regard.
We're getting some sneak. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, number 8, Oregon. My least favorite player in college football, Dylan Gabriel.
Yo, I love Dylan Gabriel.
Numbers look good. I don't actually mean that.
What if he walked in here right now?
Just a little bit.
Just like a.
I'd have to see it out. Honestly, yeah. I'd have to see it out. His numbers look good, but I think other people think too. He should be doing more with the weapons that he has.
He definitely should, man. And those uniforms.
And with the uniforms he has, he should be playing way better right now.
Their balls have technology in them, bro. I'm serious. He plays for Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah. So Oregon, still going strong. Cam Ward in Miami at number 7, he's looking legit, man. I wrote down a nickname, Calm Ward. I thought that was a good one.
I'll put it this way, man. Miami was my ACC pick, but I went against my word just because I wanted to be really different, and I wanted to go with NC State. And I also have been preaching Cam Ward since week 1. But it's my fault. I'm saying it now. It doesn't mean much. I should have said it before. But Cam Ward for Heisman. I've been said that. Cam Ward for Heisman.
Yeah, dude. He looks really good. And if you go and watch his clips now, he's so calm in the pocket, dude.
He's got an arm, bro.
Yeah, he just evades defenders with ease. Just a turn of the shoulder, and he's got an arm, and he can run when he needs to, dude.
It's so weird.
If anything, he could be like a new Cam Newton.
He's small. He's kind of small, though.
Yeah, but, is he? I don't think he's that small.
He's not that. He's not 6'4",
6'5". Yeah, 6'5". No.
6'1", 6'2".
But he's got some size, and he can run when he needs to. But the best part of his game is his patience.
He reminds me of a dark-skinned Patrick Mahomes. That's who he plays like. He runs when he needs to, but he wants to use his arm.
You know what, dude? In that regard, yeah. I did see an analyst, compare him to Patrick Mahomes this weekend, and my first thought was like, damn, any good quarterback now coming up is just going to get compared to Patrick Mahomes.
Nah. Just a guy who
all right, Chris Collinsworth, calm down. Hop off of it real quick.
When you say a guy that could run and his legs could be just as effective as his arm, but he decides to use his arm, and his arm talent is insane.
Yeah.
That's the definition of Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Because, like, he can run, but, like, these new age QBs, they're so smart. Like, they don't even use all their athleticism. They just kind of like, let me get 8 yards.
Yeah.
He could be like, let me get, like, 18 yards. But he's just like, this is a first down.
They do what they need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam Ward is legit. 6 Ole Miss, another merciless win.
Oh, yeah. They're just running through everybody.
I mean, they're doing what they need to do. They played Georgia Southern this weekend and just bullied them.
Yeah. Do them and Tennessee play this year or no?
I don't know. I wish we could look that up.
I feel like are they not the same exact team, though?
They are. They are the same team.
Same exact team.
They're
just like beating up on everybody, flip-flopping each other in the rankings.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, they're both nice.
Yeah. Trey Harris is looking good. Jackson Dart's looking good. Solid team. I'm ready to see Logan Diggs come into that team, put his mark on them.
Yeah, when's he gonna play?
I don't know, dude, but it doesn't seem like they really need him yet.
Nah, they don't.
But
go puppy, go.
Puppy alert! Puppy
got
alert!
A puppy.
Hello, pupper.
And a big dog.
Big dog and puppy. All right.
That's funny. You can't see either of them in the camera.
Yeah. It just this just looks weird. Anyways, we'll keep it rolling with the puppies at our feet. At 5, we have Tennessee, who we were just talking about. And here's the puppy. And,
no.
Let's go.
At number 5, we have Tennessee. And Tennessee is just, again, like bullying everybody that they come up against. The difference between them and Ole Miss right now is Tennessee is a little bit more, their wins are a little bit higher quality, I'd say, just because they've come up against a little bit more difficult opponents. Oklahoma, just doing what they did to them was
they
huge,
handled them.
man. Yeah, definitely. So, Nico Amaleva, was that good? Amaleva? I'm a believer.
I'm a lever.
Yeah.
I'm a lava.
I'm Lavaleva. Yeah.
Those guys have such crazy last names. Bro.
Yeah.
Like Uagalele. Like
yeah.
what?
Is that?
Like
yeah.
where did that even come from? Bro? Like how did that ever get invented?
Like, dude. Yeah. No. Nico looks good right now, man. He's making some. He's still got some freshmen or first year mistakes in him, but he'll get there. I think he has all of the talent in the world, all of the physical attributes. I mean, dude is massive. Pause. But he's just a
6'6",
a big
crazy,
human.
bro.
Yeah, he can sling it. But yeah, some of the decision making needs some ironing out, but he'll get there, I think. So at number 4 we have Alabama. Man, that matchup this weekend. Their explosive offense versus Georgia's staunch defense. That's going to be a hell of a matchup. Alabama kind of looking like what we thought they would under DeBoer.
I just miss Nick Saban.
I just want to see some of that SEC grit in them, I guess. So I think we'll either see that or we won't against Georgia this weekend, and we'll be able to kind of tell where they're at.
This is the week to see
Judgment Day.
how the rest of the Alabama season
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they might walk out. They're not going to steamroll Georgia, but
Hell no.
I don't know. This is going to be a really interesting game.
It's in Tuscaloosa, so, I mean, there's...
It's going to say a lot about both teams.
Oh, absolutely.
And watch it end up just being like an SEC game. It's like 13-10. It's like, God damn it, bro.
Yeah, I hope not, man.
Just
no.
punts.
Yeah.
Just punting all day long.
It could be. I mean, but I don't think Alabama's defensive enough to have that happen. I think they're going to put points up on the board. The only thing is Georgia's offense doesn't look great right now.
Yeah, but Georgia's defense is really,
for sure.
really good.
For sure, but their offense is, run the ball twice and then try to pass on third down and don't get it. Like, that's kind of what the Kentucky game looked like.
They take random shots.
Yeah, their offensive coordinator's making some... I had the chance to talk with some Georgia fans this weekend, and their main complaint was with their offensive coordinator and putting points up on the board and just doing what they can do, what they have the ability to do. And
they just want to win, man.
I asked them, I was like, do you feel good going into this weekend as a Georgia fan? And they just said no. They're like, no, I don't. And that's because they watched their team and they saw what happened this week. This past weekend was alarming, or 2 weeks ago when they played Kentucky. That was an alarming game.
Yeah, that's weird.
To only put up 13 points, I mean, that is you have to. If it's going to be a close game, let it be a shootout. But Yeah, it's in Tuscaloosa, like I was saying. It's Kalen's first game against Georgia, Kirby's first game against somebody not named Nick Saban. I think he's like 1-5 against Nick Saban in his career. So this will be his chance to assert dominance. We kind of talked about that in our last video and some of our TikToks. So I'm really excited for it. 7:30 Saturday night. Gonna be a hell of a game.
That'll be the one.
That's the one right there. Number 3, we have Ohio State.
Quinshawn Judkins.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, they're just
he low key is in the Heisman running too.
Yeah, they're like, yeah,
Low
yeah,
key.
173 yards, 2 touchdowns this week. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean he's always been nice.
Transferring from a really good team to a maybe like slightly better.
What's funny is, what's he gonna be like in the NFL? That's really what I'm worried about, man.
I don't know.
Because he's been good every single year. He's been in college, but he's still like, I feel like there's not that much talk around him. There's just like
I could see him being like an Alvin Kamara.
You think
kind of guy.
I think he's gonna be like a Bijan a little bit.
A little bit of Bijan.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna run out of juice really fast.
You think so?
Like I give him like 4 years max, just because like.
Well, that wouldn't be very Kamara of him, but like run style.
Kamara's like, I feel like he might go until he's like 42, just like slowly running down the field.
Dude, he is. Wow. Okay.
Woo! Beer. I got you, bro.
Thanks, man. Wow, so clutch. That was clutch.
Always got to bring napkins back.
Yeah. When drinking beer, always bring napkins.
It's a good shirt.
Yeah. We'll write that down. Don't take that from us, Cam Newton. At number 2.
Welcome to When Drinking Beer. We're always worse.
Number 2, we have Georgia, who we just talked about. Yeah, we'll see this weekend. Good defense, best defense in the college football. In college football right now. And then number 1, we have Texas, which Quinn might be back for Mississippi State this weekend. So we'll see what their coach is thinking. I see you giving me the side eye. But, yeah, I wrote down Quinn maybe coming back for Mississippi State, but does it matter? So
I mean, they're going to win regardless, man.
They're going to win regardless. So, maybe they'll get like a little bit of a rotation going in, put Archie. They're so spoiled, dude. They put Archie in for like the lesser games and then put Quinn in for the big time matchups, like, and rest him for the rest. Like, I mean, who has the luxury to do that in college football right now? Or who has the balls to do that? And just know that they're not going to lose those games where they put in their second string. Like, that is just...
UNLV.
We'll talk. Well, actually, we could talk about that right now. So, I wanted to talk about some Group of 5 contenders. UNLV just lost their quarterback, Matthew Sluka. And, obviously his passing stats weren't very good, but he was the team's leading rusher this year.
Yeah, he was.
So that is a big hit. And I admittedly I haven't watched a lot of UNLV this year, but I watched their highlights from their few games this year, and all their big plays were powered by him, whether it was like a deep throw that he had or good throw, or if he's scrambling out of the pocket and finding space. So their backup might be just as good, but I haven't seen him, so I can't really speak on that. I do think it is a bit of a hit, and then obviously them losing their running back. So, I mean, what do you think about the situation right now?
He transferred in. Their backup also transferred in. Honestly, their style of ball, which is run heavy, don't throw that much. Even though the QB was their leading rusher, he wasn't that dynamic of a rusher. He just more so ran the ball more than everybody else.
Yeah.
So I think if there is ever a situation where your quarterback just disappears or gets hurt and you can easily fill him, it's in a run heavy, pass a little. Your quarterback is more of like a workhorse on the ground type of situation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like more so you just need a body with a better arm than your best running back.
Yeah, if he has a little bit of athleticism, I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, and he does. Their backup QB is coming from Campbell. He's pretty athletic. He's pretty shifty on his feet. I don't know about his arm, but that's all right because they won't be utilizing his arm very much.
Yeah, it's more so like making the right decisions, knowing when to run, when to pass, when to make those few good passes, and then making the throws. So.
Yeah, honestly, I think them losing running back out of their rotation when they got like 6 moving I think that might hurt them, honestly, more than the quarterback because they just need bodies running the ball. So, but, I mean, I really don't think there will be that much of a drop-off either, like, if I'm being honest, because, like, locker room presence, I mean, he just transferred in, so, like, he didn't, like, bro didn't just come in there and just be like, like, you know, it's his first year there. Like, I mean, honestly, I don't know, but like 1 year over guys that's been there for 3-4 years. Like, unless he's like the GOAT, which he's not, because if he was the GOAT, he would have been getting paid, and let's be honest, he wouldn't be playing at UNLV. But like, I think that they'll be fine. I honestly think that their backup will come in and be serviceable, and they will finish like 9-3 or 8-4.
Yeah. I'll take the opposite there. I think Sluka was. I mean, you could put somebody in that spot, but I think he had the experience necessary, and I think. I mean, from what I saw, although he didn't pass it a lot, he was a good quarterback just from what he could do with his legs and avoiding some of the tackles that he avoided, and just making smart plays and being a good leader on the field. Yeah, I mean, team's leading rusher. Their running back really didn't do much in the highlights that I watched, and the stats that I saw. It was mostly Sluka. So yeah, I don't know. I still, regardless, I still have Boise State being the Group of 5 winner.
Yeah, no, I do too.
And Boise State, they do play UNLV in a couple weeks' time, so we'll be able to tell by then.
And honestly, Sluka might be back on the field before the year is over with. He's only not playing because of money purposes, too.
Well, I think he's leaving UNLV for good.
You think?
Yeah, I think that's what it said. He's leaving them with immediate effect.
Damn.
So, and I think he said he's redshirting for this year. So he's done.
Damn.
Yeah, continuing off the last thought, UNLV, they hold the keys to the rebuild of the Pac-12. They were offered a Pac-12 spot for next year. Pac-12 is trying to take Mountain West teams and rebuild the conference. If UNLV goes, it's going to be a domino effect, most likely. So Pac-12 news, just today I think they sued the Mountain West for a poaching penalty because Mountain West is penalizing any program that goes to the Pac-12, and Pac-12 doesn't think that's fair. So money and legal stuff. So
we know all about it.
Yeah. Boise State, they play 4-0 Washington State this weekend, so that'll be a good game, good teller of where they're sitting. I think, like I said, I think they're my favorites to win.
They're going to win that game.
Yeah, and I think they're favorites to get that Group of 5 spot. Buffalo, in the Mid-American Conference, beat NIU in overtime, being Northern Illinois. They don't really have any standout games on the schedule left, so it'll be interesting to see where they're placed in comparison to like a Boise State or a Fresno State or UNLV. James Madison beat the shit out of UNC 70-50 there in the Sun Belt. Their quarterback Alonzo Barnett went 22 for 38, 388 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 picks, and 99 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. That dude just balled out. Like seven touchdowns. I don't know if those 2 are part of the 5, but either way, he balled out. He did his thing. James Madison just embarrassed UNC. So, doesn't really mean too much, but
I mean, I don't
watch
know,
out for.
I'm not gonna lie. College football so far this year has been a little bit weird. It's been just a little bit weird.
Very strange. Yeah.
That's why I only like when we start talking about like the more intricate, like smaller teams. That's when it starts hurting your head. That's why I like to pay attention to the top 15.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm gonna get out of those teams. Yeah. Even though those kids are getting money, they're still the top of the cream of the crop. But then when you start getting to James Madison, like.
Well, the only reason that we have to show attention to them now is because of the 12-team playoffs.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
Because one of them is getting a spot.
Yeah. But that just makes it so much weirder.
It does, because you have to pay attention to those games now. Bro? Yeah.
Like 70-50.
Yeah.
That makes like college football purists just like throw up a little bit in their mouth. It's just like,
yeah, it's like, what is that? They were up. They had 50
turn that
points.
Shit off. Bro.
They had 50 points in the first half. And we'll show a little bit of love to the troops. Army and Navy are both 3-0. Navy is AAC, Army's independent, and they both play Notre Dame this year. So, can we do that? Are we allowed to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
kill us.
Take over my house.
Yeah, seize the house right now. Swing in through this window, that window.
Proud to be.
Yeah.
They have to
America.
stop. They have to stop.
You gotta start singing that, and then they'll stop where they're at.
Yeah, you have to. If you're in Where
is that going?
I was gonna be like Iranians.
All right, yeah, stop there.
If you're ever getting invaded, just play that song. That is a law. An American soldier has to stop when that song is playing and salute the whole time.
Are you giving Iranians tips right now?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Just learn English, learn that song.
And I'm proud to be. And you can ad-lib and say things, and they don't have to do that.
Yeah, but you can't. You got to sing it in a country accent. You can't. Yeah. You can't sound Iranian when you sing it.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good tip for the Iranians there. Pick of the week, I'm taking Arkansas over Texas A&M. Arkansas's 3-1 this year with their only loss coming against Oklahoma State in a controversial overtime game. I think they should have won that
Pick of the week?
Yeah.
I got the 11.5-point underdogs. Colorado over UCF.
Yeah. Damn, they're underdogs, huh?
11.5-point underdogs. I got Colorado. UCF's got a nice... UCF's got a nice defense. Their offense is kind of like Colorado's got a nice offense. Their defense is kind of like
yeah, very much.
And I trust Travis Hunter. I trust Jimmy Horn. I trust LaJohntay. I trust Shadur. I trust them boys to get it done. So I think that they've learned a little bit from last year. So I give them the nod this week.
Yep.
And I'll give them a nod every week until they lose again. So yeah,
we're back on the Colorado hype train.
I'm almost back there. I'm waiting. I'm about to buy a ticket, but I'm just like, if they win this week, I'm buying a ticket. I'm serious.
I know you're serious. That's the funny thing. It'd be fun to go to Colorado.
Right.
So yeah, root for Colorado if you want us to go there this year. Yeah, I think Arkansas is going to beat A&M and take their spot in the top 25. A&M just coming off a tough win against Bowling Green, who also had a tough game against Penn State, but I don't believe in Penn State either. So no team should be having a close game with Bowling Green.
Bro, isn't that crazy?
25.
Penn State had like a sexual abuse scandal with Joe Paterno and Jerry.
Oh yeah,
they used to take the kids in the shower and fuck them.
Yeah, that's
and finger their butts and
all right.
I'm just saying that's insane, bro.
It is insane. Yeah, that is if you really think about it.
But when that happened, if that happened in today's age, that'd be such a bigger deal. Since it happened it didn't even happen that long ago, 10 or 12 years ago.
Different times though, for sure.
Yeah, they're just kind of kids get sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
But that's how they acted. Yeah.
Most Penn State fans are Joe Paterno, great man.
Yeah.
Great man. Great
what
man.
are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, great man.
Yeah, it's one of the worst men.
No, bro, taking new recruits and just.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
Let's play some
That's
ball.
some Hollywood shit, man. That's
Let's play some ball. You want to play Penn State? You want to play Penn State?
Yeah. You know what we do at Penn State?
You want to play Penn State?
All right, yeah. Yeah, we'll move. What was that?
I said, "Hut."
We'll move on to the NFL now. Andy Dalton slinging it, 26 for 37, 319 yards, 3 touchdowns. Looks bad for Bryce Young, man. I feel bad for him right now. Andy Dalton coming in, picking up the slack where people thought that Bryce Young was just being done dirty by his offensive line. But Andy comes in and says, "Give me the wheel, kid." Takes over, wins the game. So
that sucks for Bryce.
It doesn't look good on paper.
No, that sucks. Yeah, that looks horrible.
It looks terrible on paper.
It doesn't get worse on paper.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, our team just sucks. Oh wait, we don't suck. You suck.
Yeah.
And now he's starting.
It's they want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's a rookie. And because you always blame the quarterback before anybody else because they run the game. But he's he's a rookie. And then they put in Andy Dalton, all-time backup quarterback, and he wins them a game. Ball is out. They're like,
Andy Dalton had some. Andy Dalton had some years in Cincinnati now.
Yeah,
he had some years in Cincinnati. He started for Cincinnati for 9 seasons.
Oh yeah, and then he went on a world tour.
Yeah, he did.
All over the NFL. Respect to Andy Dalton, man. Best hair in the game right now too. I don't know if you've seen it. Fantastic hair. Commanders are 2-1. They just beat the Bengals. Speaking of them, Jayden Daniels looks amazing right now. Yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because the NFC is brewing up some forces there. The NFC looks good for the first time in a couple of years.
I like Jayden Daniels a lot.
I do too, man.
I don't get when people watch quarterbacks in college and they don't think it'll translate. I think with Jayden Daniels, it might show guys now if you want your quarterback's game to translate from college to NFL, just do the same thing that you did with him in college.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Stop trying to get him to learn a new system and just do this.
If you're gonna draft him with the first or second pick, evolve the system around him.
Yeah.
You gotta adapt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but that's what like 10 years ago they're like, no, you gotta learn.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to play
Doesn't
Bronco
work.
ball.
Yeah.
Man, shut up, bro.
Nobody cares about Bronco ball.
Yeah, but the NFL's new and
Same
now,
with Justin Fields in Chicago, man.
Yeah.
I mean, his career almost went down the drain, and then.
But you know what's funny? He didn't run that much in college. He did not run at all in college.
He did not. He just didn't have any options on the Bears, dude.
But like he's an amazing running quarterback. I didn't know he was. I didn't know that.
He didn't even need to in college, dude. His arm was a cannon. He could throw it 80 yards. I remember it vividly against Clemson. He nuked it down the field. He has the arm for that, so he didn't have to run. But if he needs to, he can. And dude. I mean, he did that a lot on the Bears. He's
such a weird quarterback.
He had like a fine, I'll do it myself kind of mindset on the Bears.
Yeah.
For a couple of years.
He's such a weird game for a quarterback. When I think about him, it kind of like makes me angsty because I usually like try to trust my player evaluation, but
it's hard to tell with him.
I don't know what.
That's why I'm 50-50 with. I mean, Pittsburgh has one of the best quarterback situations in the league right now. Bill Belichick just said that on the Pat McAfee show. They have Justin Fields and he's playing good, but if he ever dips down in form, they have a potential Hall of Famer behind him who could come in, put in a good shift or two. He is. Whether you like it or not, his first half of a career in the NFL was extremely good. Potential. I didn't say he's surefire.
Yeah, okay. That's
but he's
fair.
Potential.
Yeah, he should have never left the Seahawks. If he never left the Seahawks, he would have been a sure Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Yeah. So the NFC's looking good. The Commanders are 2-1. Eagles 2-1.
What's my bad?
Go ahead.
Big game this Thursday. Huge game this Thursday.
Oh, we'll get to that. Oh, don't worry, we'll get to that. Yeah. Yeah. Seahawks are 3-0. That one's surprising. Vikings almost just as surprising at 3-0. You kind of called that. I'll give you credit for that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I did not think that they were going to be that good. Sam Darnold's having a career year.
Thank you.
Like the best year of his career right now.
I don't know, bro. Like I just learned with the NFL, bro. I learned with the NFL like 3 years ago.
What trends?
Not even trends, bro. The NFL is not like the NBA. The NBA, if you suck, you're probably going to suck again. The bottom 5 teams in the NFL, pick 2 of those teams, and 2 of those teams are going to make the playoffs, and one of them will be serious contenders. Every single year.
It's crazy,
every single year. Every single
Jaguars
year.
some years back when they went to AFC Championship.
Or who was it last year? The Lions?
The Lions.
I mean, the Lions still look good, but or even the Rams. I mean, the Rams have been contenders several years.
Yeah.
But they had that random year when they made it to the Super Bowl, and then they went all out to make it to the Super Bowl again and win.
Yeah.
The Bengals, bro, it just happens every
There's always one off.
There's always one off, bro. But out of the bottom 5 teams every year, pick 2. Two of those 5 will make the playoffs. One will be a serious.
It's crazy,
contender.
dude. I can see the Vikings making it to the NFC Championship again, just randomly.
Well, bro, they almost made it. They almost made it. What was it? 2 years ago, but they just played the Giants. And
dude, they've already beat the 49ers. Obviously, they didn't have Christian McCaffrey, but still, to beat the 49ers, they're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, and I mean everybody knows it's impossible to beat the New York Giants come playoff time. Yeah. So I mean that's just what it is. I mean the New York Giants one of the best franchises of all time.
Except for the Eagles.
Well, yeah, but they didn't win the Super Bowl, so I mean who cares?
But Well, that makes it even worse, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, when you're one of the best franchises of all time,
Right.
When it gets to playoff time,
how many Super Bowls?
We got 4.
4?
Yeah,
it's like a couple.
Yeah, I've
less
seen 2. I've seen my football team win 2 Super Bowls. I've seen with my own eyes
because like when you count up like the totals, it just doesn't really add up to like the most Super Bowls that a franchise
Well, no, but when you see your team win 2 Super Bowls with your own eyes, you know what it's like.
But when you can like open a book and like, or just go on the internet and like,
let's just recall from our memory.
Yeah. My memory is when I looked up how many Super Bowls the Dallas Cowboys have. It said 5. I was like, we have 5. I can talk about that. Yeah. But then the Patriots, it doesn't even matter in the end. You know, the Patriots are.
Yeah, I mean, but when you beat a team like the Patriots that have 6 Super Bowls twice.
Right.
When you beat the team that has the most twice, then.
But you still don't have as many as them, or
but when you
a couple
do
other
it,
teams.
yeah. But I mean, but when you beat the best team of all time twice in the biggest game of all time twice.
Yeah. That's a good claim.
You know?
That's like saying when you beat the Super Bowl winning team in a year, then you basically won the Super Bowl.
No, but when you beat them twice in the biggest game, when they've beat everybody just as much as anyone has in that big game, and they're the best in that game, then you know.
And then you tally up the amount of Super Bowls you have, and it just
but it
doesn't add up.
Yeah, but I mean, let's just talk about the last Super Bowl the Cowboys won.
Okay, yeah.
Which one was that?
The 5th one. The one that made it.
Yeah, the one that was that 38 years ago or 39 years ago?
Well, I look at more the numerical value of it.
I mean, yeah. as time goes on, numbers mean less and less. So.
But the numbers still stay the same, don't they? So when you count up the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5, it's still more than the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4.
Yeah, but let's
look at no matter how recent it is.
Let's just think about how long you've been holding up 5.
Yeah, for a very long time.
Yeah, a long time.
And it's still more than 4.
But why not hold up 6?
Well, because 5 is more than 4. That's my only argument.
All right, okay. All right, that's fair. That's fair. You know, if me and you were friends back when y'all won y'all's first Super Bowl, we couldn't hang out anywhere together.
No, man, no.
I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, God forbid we win another one, man. The whole world is gonna burn.
Yeah, no, but y'all won't. No, y'all suck.
Yeah, right.
Y'all the worst team in the NFL.
We'll still have one more.
Yeah, you're gonna lose this Thursday.
We'll still have one more.
You're gonna get blown out this Thursday, actually.
We're gonna get blown out.
Yeah,
okay.
No. All right, the Giants are winning the Super Bowl this year.
Okay, I'll clip this. Fuck that. I'm clipping this. Yeah, you asked for it.
This is the most passive aggressive argument of all time.
That was pretty good though. We were rolling for a minute.
I was like, wow, that was a good comeback.
Yeah. Anyways, Lions are 2-1. Vikings 3-0. Packers 2-1. Dude, the NFC North is fucking good, and the Bears are 1-2, but they're still they still don't look bad.
They have a good team besides their quarterback right now.
Dude, but the thing is,
but that's not a bad thing because their quarterback's a rookie.
He's a rookie, and he had a good game this weekend. He got me 17 on fantasy. It's not bad. No, but he had over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did have 3 picks.
He's gonna be good, bro.
Limit the turnovers.
He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good.
Did you see that clip of the they, on a 4th and 1 or 4th and inches? They ran a speed option. And there was a picture of their offensive line just all laying down.
Yeah, number 70 was just running and he just fell. Yeah.
It's
he just literally fell.
Dude? Yeah.
He was running. He was like, oh!
Come on, dude. So, yeah. Once he gets some help, I think by, week 7, he'll be decent. Narrow some of those mistakes down. And, yeah, NFC North looks strong. The Saints are 2-1 right now in the South. Tough game against the Eagles. I still think the Saints are pretty good. And the Bucs are 2-1. So... yeah, so there's some good contenders, and the Falcons don't look bad. I don't think they're a contender, but
Big Kirko.
They're an interesting team.
Big Kirko. I think Kirk's gonna get traded after this year. I could see Kirk Cousins. I could see the Giants giving up on Daniel Jones this year and bringing Kirk Cousins in. I could literally see that.
That would be sick.
That literally sounds like
what's his
some
contract?
New York Giants.
Doesn't he have a couple?
Huge.
Does he have a couple years, or is it just
4
1
year, 200? I mean, big contract.
Okay, so probably not likely then.
I mean, no, because if we brought Kirk Cousins in, we'd be paying him around the same thing that we'd be paying Daniel Jones right now.
Is Daniel Jones' contract coming up? I thought he just
4
signed
years,
160.
But Kirk, he signed 1 year before.
So you would have to find somebody to replace or to pay off Daniel Jones' contract, right?
Either that or trade him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, you'd have to give up.
Well, we'd
not going to do a straight.
We'd have to
swap
pay. We'd have to
Jones
pay him his guaranteed. But
actually, well, no, they wouldn't do that because of the contract.
Yeah.
I was going to say they would start Penix and then take Daniel Jones as a backup, but you guys would have to work out some of those contract
Actually,
issues, man. That's a good idea, though, right?
That sounds kind of fire, bro.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie, seeing Daniel Jones in a Falcons uniform,
Just as a backup.
Why does that kind of sound gas, though,
Yeah,
bro? Like
dude,
Jones just ate on the sideline.
Yeah. You remember that video of Penix? Like, did you see the video of Penix? Like, he was like, or like he like shook his head or something when Kirk messed up. Imagine Daniel Jones remakes that video with Penix.
Bro, Penix is gonna be nice once he finally plays.
No, he is,
bro.
dude. I think he's really good. Yeah, so the NFC does look good. You had a question, dude. Was this a clip or a topic? Devontae versus Mike Evans.
A clip.
Okay. Well, anyways, guys, yeah, that's the NFL. NFL this week. We got the Thursday night game. Cowboys, Giants. So
Giants 38, Cowboys 21. Giants 38, Cowboys 21. Dak Prescott 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
I hope you're ready for this to be a clip. I hope you're ready. This is a 33-17 Cowboys win.
The Cowboys suck.
Yeah.
All
we have to do is shut down neighbors.
Oh, don't
and that's
say
the
that.
game.
Don't say that. No.
Dude, if we just figure that out.
Yeah, but you won't, though.
Hope to God we do.
He's the greatest wide receiver of all time.
Bro, because, like, our biggest thing is our run defense.
Sucks. And we're a great running team. We are. Bro, we've been a good running team, bro.
With Saquon Barkley, yeah.
No, bro, we're still a good running team, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
Come on.
I mean, if we had internet, you can look up the stats for the last 3 years. We have consistent, bro.
For the last 3 years with Saquon Barkley.
Bro, not even, bro. We've just been, bro. We've had good running besides Saquon as well, though. Bro, Saquon was not good last year, bro. He was not good. He was not.
We'll shut down neighbors, and that'll be the game. I'm telling you this right now. If we could just figure out that small fact.
You're not going to.
All right.
Y'all suck.
A little bit of a disconnect. Anyways, sorry, just a little
technical difficulties.
But yeah, that's about it from us.
Yeah, big things coming soon with us, guys. We love y'all. We love everyone that watches every week.
Yeah, dude, very, very much. Thank you for the support.
And we probably know all of our 40 viewers every week by name.
I think we do.
Like, we probably go into a bar and had several with y'all before.
Yeah, so we do appreciate the views. Steady rising.
Yeah, send it to your friends or something, bro. Like, just send it to your friends. Send it to your most famous friend with the most clout. Like, you know, send it to your friends. We know we have donations. We'll start putting our Cash Apps and Venmos and bios. You know, we need money. This is not cheap to run. You know, we have to buy pizza. Yeah. We have to buy beer.
And beer, yeah.
And gas money to drive here and there.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, we need a new camera. We need new lights.
New mics eventually.
Yeah, new mics. We need some support. So, you know, if you want to support us.
Premiere Pro is like $45 a month.
Yeah, I mean, we pay like $400 in subscriptions a year.
Yeah, it's
just for all this stuff. Just for you.
Just for you guys. We love you guys.
Just for you, man. We love our fans.
And if you came here from a reel and you're watching this for the first time, thank you.
Yeah, we have 95 subscribers.
We're going up, man.
That feels like a lot
YouTube Reels
for us.
is treating us good.
That feels like a lot for us. We had 73 like 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah, man.
Bro. Like,
we're pushing up right now.
Yeah, bro. I mean, come on, man.
Hell yeah.
We're allowed to be proud of ourselves,
yeah, we
right,
can be
bro?
proud.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you guys as we just like glazed ourselves a little bit, but
that was nasty. I just put cardboard in my mouth.
Why'd you do that? But anyways, yeah, 4th and 1. We're still going for it. Thank you for watching.
4th and 1, the only one.